Hi everybody, it's been a few days since I've joined you. It's a rainy day here in New York and it's the afternoon. We're going to get started right away. Now before I forget, if you like these videos, please subscribe to my channel, Pilates Mat by Professor P, or sometimes I say maybe give it another name, but it's all the same, and hope that you're well. Some of my students have been saying the videos are easy. I'm thinking, are you really doing it? I think some of this is kind of challenging, but I guess that's what you're used to. But it's not about easy or hard. Let me make that clear. This is not about sweat and burn. This is about strengthening from within, strengthening the core. The core pretty much runs from here to here. It differs on definitions of what a core is, where it starts, where it ends. But for the most part, it's this whole container here, this powerhouse set of muscles, and all of it's connected. When you lift up from the floor and you drop your tailbone down between your legs and you're straight lifted without poking the ribs out, that's a point of power. We're looking for that, again, that alignment, that strength. We try to move the joints, stretch the connective tissue by holding stretches for a while, including stretches in the workout so that you strengthen and lengthen. So you have long, lean muscles, circulation, tone, balance. Sometimes we balance on one foot, sometimes on a hand, sometimes on our rear end. It's, again, not about, how many calories am I going to burn? How am I going to sweat and burn? This is not about that. If you perspire, great. If you don't, great. It's about that inner awareness. It's a mind-body class. We don't use music for distraction. In my class, I don't think it works well, and there isn't music I really think that's appropriate for it. So let's get started. And if anybody of you, has any questions, I think you could send me an email, but I'm not sure on that one. Let's take the arms up. Now, I want you to really feel like you're reaching up. Try to stand equally on both feet. That sometimes, believe it or not, can be a little bit tricky. We lean over and we don't even know it. We're going to roll down and walk forward so the shoulders are over the wrists. So really try not to sink all of the weight in the hand. Press the floor away. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press the hips up and back. Walk your hands in. Flat palm down if you can do it. Come to the back edge of the mat and roll up. And we're going to go roll straight down. Walk our hands out into plank. This is a warm-up, so it takes time before we get really tough here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Press back first to down dog to lengthen the spine and the legs and the shoulders. Walk your hands back to the back edge of your mat. Pause for a moment to feel the stretch and roll up. We're going to do that a few times more so we get a proper warm-up. Come down, and you can go slower than this, or maybe even a little quicker, but not too much. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press the floor away. Walk back. Roll up. One more time. Coming down. Reach the hands out in front. Pull your abdominals in. Press through the heels. The legs are active. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now hold this position. Lift the right foot a few inches off the floor. Now super flex the right foot so the toes are facing downward. You're not lifting the leg high, just a little bit. Lower that right foot. Pull your abdominals in. Lift the left foot. Flex that foot as well. Knee is straight. Leg is pressing back for a few more breaths here. And then lower. Lift the right foot up again. Stay here. Feel the strength of the arms and shoulders. Lower the foot. Pull the abdominals in more. Left foot lift. Points of power embedded in the movements. Foot down. One more time. Right foot up. Hold. And lower. Left foot up. This is called leg pull front. Why they call it leg pull front, I don't know. It should be leg pull back, but according to my text, it is called that. Lower your knees down to release the pressure in the wrists. And press the hips up back and extend the arms. You can keep the chin further down than I am, but I'm lifting my chin up off the floor. Come up to an all fours position. So I'm moving my hands back so they're right underneath my shoulders. And I'm going to press the toenails down, spread my fingers out, look forward, open up my chest and collarbones. Lift my knees an inch off the floor with the toenails down. I'm not tucking my toes here. Lift up and hold. Pull your abdominals in. And then lower the knees down and circle the hips around to the left. Pause when the hips go to the right and then around in a clockwise manner to the right. Come center, toenails down. It's stretching the front of the feet. I want a different position with the feet, not tucked under like that. Gonna lift your knees a little bit off the floor. Once again, spread the fingers out into cat-cow. Now, arching is gonna be very limited and rounding. It's not gonna be like with your knees down. Knees are off the floor. Arch the spine, round. A little difficult here. Arching the spine, rounding it. Arching the spine, rounding it. One more time. Lower the knees gently and press on back. Very nice. Walk your knees behind your wrists and step one foot forward, followed by the other, and roll up through the spine. Gonna come to the back edge of the mat once again, and this time I'm gonna reach my arms up. And I'm going to bring my arms to the right and the left, like tree branches swaying in the breeze, but I'm lining my arms up by my ears, and I'm reaching the fingertips up to the ceiling. Now hold it over to the right. Pause here, feel a light rippling action in the right waistline. Stay here and breathe. And now lift up, and now over to your left. Frame your head with your arms. Bring your arms back so your arms are by your ears. Straighten the arms a little bit. You don't have to be super straight. Reach the arms up. Bend your elbows. Open the arms out to the side and little circles. Just a little bit more attention to the upper body, and then take it the other way. It's just a light part of our opening set of moves. Reach the arms up, and then lower your hands down, bend your knees. Inhale. Exhale, promoting circulation and tone. If you do this in the morning, it'll be a great way to wake up. You can skip the morning tea or coffee if you do enough of this limbering action. One more time. I'm going to walk halfway forward so I can be visible. I'm going to reach my arms up, and I'm going to bring my elbow to knee and across. So I'm about now with distance. And I'm going to pull this is kind of easy and fun. Now kick your legs straight. Reach. I think a side view is okay here. And lift. We're just getting our heart rate up and bringing blood flow and oxygen. Now bend the knee again. A little repetition is good because you don't have to keep looking at the screen to see what's happening. I'm bringing my knee across the body, lifting it up, elbow the knee, shifting the weight side to side, but rather quickly. Now I'm going to straighten my leg again, and I'm going to reach my arms up and over a semicircle. Lifting the arms overhead elevates the heart rate by up to 25%, even more maybe. So I'm getting my arms up overhead to get the body warmed up. Reaching across. Now bend your knee again. Breathe. That's it. You're getting heart rate up and working muscles and lengthening the body. Kicking with straight legs. We'll stay here. Up and over, up and over. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the shoulders down. Great. Walk to the back edge of the mat. This time we're going to bring our arms up, and each time we come to the back edge, we'll lift our arms. Come forward into plank position. And lift the right knee up and circle it around. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Step the right foot back. You're in a plank. Left knee forward, counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press back, pause a moment. Walk your hands to the back edge of the mat, fingers in line with toes, bend the knees. Lift the arms up. And then lower down. Walk your hands out into plank position. Shift the weight forward. Press the heels back. Lift the quads up. Press them back to the hamstring. Right knee between the hands. 5 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the left knee forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Plank. Downward dog. Hands back. And this is not deliberately meant to be like a yoga class. Some of the positions overlap. We do downward dog. We do planks. I think we started the planks and yoga copied from us. I don't know. Although yogas could be 3,000 years old. That's true. I don't know if they always did those planks. Come forward into plank push-up position. Get that position of power. Right knee. 1. All the way forward. 3, 4, 5. And left knee, 1, 2, 4, 5. Plank, dog, hold. Walk your hands in. Reach up. Come down. Pause. Walk forward. One more time. Right leg lifts. Come to plank. Right knee, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left knee, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, lower the left forearm down, pivot on the left outer foot, stack the right foot on top of the left. Lift the bottom left hip up. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right hand down, right forearm and left forearm down. Now pivot on the outer right foot, side plank on the forearm. Lift the left arm gracefully up. Balancing on the outer right foot, left foot stacks on the right. Lift the right hip up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into Sphinx pose, knees down, hips come back. Roll the shoulders around and take a seat on your mat. I'm a little breathless. That was challenging. So, rolling down onto the mat, legs up. We call this an upside down tabletop or a 90-degree angle if you're mathematically intuitive. Hands behind the head. And we're going to do regular crunches. We don't do a whole lot of them because they tend to shorten things. And if you do too many crunches, traditional like this, if you do too many of them, you can lose the curve in the lower spine. That's not what we want. We want that natural curve. There's several curves in the spine. All right, take a deep breath, push through the heels. Now you're going to flex your feet like you're standing up on them. Inhale through the nose. Now exhale, lift. Inhale down. Pressing up. I'm breathing audibly out through my mouth. Those of you who don't know Pilates breath, it's in through the nose and out through the mouth. And lift your legs up. Lower your head down. Let the blood flow back to it. This is an inversion that works well for you. Keep your feet flexed and take your left leg out to the left. Point your left toe and make circles over to the left. Try not to move the right leg. And pause and turn in the other direction. Use the stability of the core to anchor the right sitting bone down. There's a little bit of wobbling in my left leg, a little bit, but it's difficult to really anchor in this position. Now flex your feet. Now point the right toe and open it. Let me move back. I'm hitting my furniture here. I'm in my home. and I'm going to circle around. Now I'm trying to keep my left sitting bone on the floor and my left side stable without wobbling, using my gut, and around the other way. It's easier said than done. Keeping the body still while you're doing things requires effort and concentration. Now both legs up. Hands are behind the head. If you haven't noticed, my elbows are out 9 o'clock and 3. Now I'm going to bend my knees so I can snake my knees over to my left shoulder. Actually, I'm going to put my feet down and back my right hip up so that it's in line with my shoulder. Then I'm going to extend both legs. Now, you can lift the top leg and circle the bottom leg only, but if you want a little bit more strength building, we're going to bring into a circle with both legs together. 3. So my legs and ankles and knees are touching, and I'm moving around with straight legs. My legs are to the left, my right side is grounded. Pause. Now 10 to the other. This is challenging if you're really doing it. 4. Requires core strength and balance internally. 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees and bring your feet down. Lift your hips and shift the hips to the left. This gives you an easier time of things when the hips are in line with the shoulders and that length. Now, you can always do the bottom leg, or you can do both legs together and circle. So my left elbow is anchoring myself. With an extended left arm, it would have been easier. I want less ease and more strength from within. 9, 10, and now take the circle the other way. You're bringing 2 legs together and circling the legs. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lift up and these. Now let me rock up. One thing that would be really good to do is to look at the exercise before you go and do it, because sometimes the words don't have meaning. So you want to stop, look. It's not perfect. It's not like you're doing a class with an instructor in the room. It's live. It's going to have certain features to it that can be at times limiting and disruptive. But I just want to say this. It's better to see, to understand what you're doing, than to be halfway through and say, oops, I was doing it the way it's not intended. And sometimes you can injure yourself if you're not careful with these very tough strengthening positions. That requires a lot of strength in the gut to be able to move the legs together and not wobble and wiggle all over the place. So it looks easier than it's done. Easier said than done. Knees to chest, and now circle the knees apart. This is a hip differentiation, relaxing position that opens up the hip joints, and it's very simple to do and very relaxing. And then the other way, I do it a few times per class sometimes, but this shows up a whole lot. Now, I'm going to lift my head, neck, and shoulders, and join my hands in front of my shins and bend my elbows and pull them down, because that lengthens the shoulders away from the ears. Now, I'm going to extend my left leg out and lift my head up. I'm going to lift up and let my back leave the floor. Then, to keep the height of what I want to do next, I'm going to roll my belt line down. Are you with me? My right knee is into the chest. The left leg is extended up off the floor about 8 to 10 inches or higher. I'm going to pull my abdominals in and then bring my hands behind my head, and then I'm going to bring my left elbow inside my right inner thigh. If it doesn't make it no matter what, you just can't do it, then keep it parallel, the left elbow parallel with the right inner knee or thigh. Take the right hand behind the head, flex your left foot, the extended leg, lift straight up to the ceiling and come almost to the floor. Inhale, exhale, the foot is flexed. You're breathing, inhale, exhale. We're doing 15, we're up to 7, 8, 9, lots of gut working here, both hips are down, 13, 14, 15, and then you're going to turn and bring the left knee and hook your right elbow inside your leg. Lift the right leg up, flex your foot, lower it down and up. Inhale, exhale. When you're lifting that now, don't lift that right buttock off the floor at all. It's grounded fully. Exhale. Inhale. This is number 7, 8, 9, I'm holding tight, 10, 5, 4, 3. If you're doing that, you're feeling that, head down. I'm going to come back up again. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to extend my left leg long and hook my left elbow to my inner right knee or slightly below. Right hand behind the head, lift the leg up. So you're halfway up from the floor, circle the leg to the right, still holding on to the placement. 8 and 10. Now reverse the direction, point. You can flex your left foot. Let's keep it flexed. 8, 9, 10. Right away, other side. Extend the right leg, flex the foot, circle to the left. Don't lift the right side up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now twist. Now you're going to burn. Let's burn it out. Let's run it out. Twist, 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 twist. This is one of the times I'm doing quick actions. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, I felt that. I don't know how you couldn't feel that. Lift the legs up, hands behind the head. As you lift head, neck, and shoulders up, you're looking up at the ceiling, you're lowering the left leg down. Then lowering the head down to the floor. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders up, cervical knot curl, lower the right leg halfway down to the floor, and up. So it's a lift, you're not twisting. You're lifting the chest and pulling the ribs down. And breathe. Now I'm going to bend my knees, and I'm going to tap my toe down halfway to the floor as I lift my chest. Lower. So you're bringing your right toe down, then your left, as you're simultaneously crunching the ribs down and forward. One more. And the last. Ooh. Okay. Legs shift side to side, knees to chest. Working on opening up the knee joint. Hands go behind the head, cervical knot curl, lift head, neck, and shoulders up. Elbows are out. 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Now I'm going to kick my heels down and I'm going to cycle. This opens up the knee joint. I'm lifting my head, neck, and shoulders up, and I'm crunching my front body. So it's a little bit of an abdominal connection as well. Now reverse the direction. This is very specifically Pilates. They don't do this bicycling thing in yoga. It's not nonsense or waste of time. It opens the joints. Lift your legs up, flex and point your feet, and lower your head down. Place your feet flat on the floor. And then open your arms out in the T formation with the palms up. Lift your left leg up and right leg up. Flex your feet. Now we're going to bring our legs over to the left. Move them down to the floor. Bring the toes toward the left ear. And point my toes. I'm going to point them. Now my right shoulder is fully on the floor. I'm snaking my legs again up to my left shoulder. Are you with me? My legs are together. My legs are extended out to my left shoulder. My right shoulder is anchored into the floor. My head is twisting right and my legs are reaching to the left. I'm pointing my toes and I'm super straightening my knees and I'm drawing my gut in. I'm pulling in like crazy. And I'm going to scissor kick the legs. If you're not flexible, you'll look like this with knees bent. You can look up and see. But if you can, straighten your knees and lower your legs as far down to the left as they'll go without lifting the right shoulder. So I'm still gazing over my right shoulder and I'm walking my legs. And then I'm going to pause and lift everything up. Bend my knees into the chest, shift my hips over to the left, point my toes. Bring the legs up toward my right shoulder. Lower the legs to the degree they can go without destabilizing the left shoulder. It's on the floor, left arm down. My head is turning left. My toes are reaching toward the right. My legs are together and my toes are pointed, and I'm going to scissor the legs. This is a scissoring action. I feel my gut working because it is. If you imagine that your abdominals are moving your legs, you'll be in the right place because it's not really an imaginary thing. It's a real thing. So I'm working rigid, um, I'm not rigid. I'm relaxing my knees, but they're not bent. They're just soft. So I'm not rigidly locking the legs, but I'm bringing my legs very close together and rubbing the legs toward each other, scissoring the legs. Lift up, lift your pelvis, and bring yourself back onto your back. Really good. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders up off the floor. Lower the feet down. And then circle the arms down by your side, palms down. Let's get our bearings here. Press the heels and toes down. Your knees are facing up to the ceiling. Then we're going to do a few bent knee roll-ups. So I'm going to reach my arms overhead, lift my arms up to the ceiling, pull my ribs down, exhale through my mouth. Bring your arms forward, pull the abdominals in, walk my feet a little bit ahead. Oops, and come up. And then I'm going to roll down. Now my back is slightly rounded in the lumbar spine. It's called a C-like candy shape. My arms are extended, my elbows are soft. So I'm not locking my arms like this and tensing up my upper body at all. You can use your hands also behind your legs to use for assistance and roll down. Arms overhead, head comes down. We're going full range of motion all the way down. Lift up and roll up. And then exhale, rounding back down. Arms go all the way back. We're going again the whole space. Lift. And then pull the ribs down. It should look easy if it's muscular. And up. And we're going to do one more. And extend the legs and reach up and then lower down. Separate your feet comfortably and roll down onto your back. Arms overhead, you're going to roll up and you're going to lift your right leg up and then lower it and roll down all the way. Feet are parallel, toes are facing up, you're flexing your feet. Arms reach up, lift the back off the floor, and left your leg rises. Now lift your right leg up and lower. It's a single leg teaser, right? From a roll up, we've changed it to a single one-legged teaser. Right leg up, head, neck, and shoulders roll up as the leg rises. It's a simultaneous lift of the upper and lower body. One more time. And sit up straight. Nice and easy. Soles of the feet together. Drape your arms outside your legs. And relax into the forward bend. Your round shoulder, this is stretching out. Yesterday I did a yin yoga with my partner, and they had the legs extended in a different manner, but they were rolling the shoulders forward to get rid of knots in the upper back. So it's an interesting concept. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to hook my fingers. Now watch this one. I'll give you an alternative if this is not going to work for you. Let me just move back a little bit so I don't hit the furniture on the side of the room. I'm going to hook my fingers around the toes. No, this is not yoga class, but it's called a yogic toe lock. Here we're just calling it, what, a peace symbol from the 60s, which you know probably never saw or heard of. Now lift your legs up, pull your abdominals in. I'll give you an alternative in a moment. This is what I'm looking for you to do. You're going to hold a number of breaths, then you're going to effortlessly peel your heels down, lift your chest, and with a flat spine, you're going to now, you're not round shoulder, but you're flat. So, let's say this is all you've got. You can take your hands behind your thighs and bend your knees. That's another alternative. And then lower down and pull your chest forward. So there's ways to do it that soften it. So I'm going to move forward. I'm going to grab my toes. I'm taking my two fingers, the index and long finger under the toe with my thumb on top. That's called the yogic toe lock in yoga world. In our world, it's called hold your toes, right? Pull your stomach in, and I'm going to fly into a straddle lift, but I'm going to hold this position. It's not going to be 2 seconds. It's going to be 20. 1, 2, 3. Keep the heart rising. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, smile, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Heels down, lift the chest, pour forward, snuggle in, move the shoulders. I'm going to hold the leg extension longer than the forward fold in this shape. I'm going to open my legs out to, and I can open them wider if you want to open them wider or you want them narrower. You can hold on behind the calves, the thighs. You can even bring your hands to the floor. Whatever works for you. You can even roll on your back and just extend the legs up to the ceiling. And then when we do the forward part, you just roll up and join us here. Now I'm going to hold for 30. 1, 2, 3. Keep the chest rising. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you're going to bring your chest up. Pull the elbows in. Come forward with a flat spine. Pull the shoulders down. Stay here and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come up the way we've done it. But however, I'm going to reach my arms out. I'm going to tuck this in even more. And free up my neck. I'm going to soften my shoulders and elbows. And I'm going to stay lifted. And I'm going to hold for 20. Remember the first one was held 20. 1, 2, 3. Pull that gut in. 4, 5, 6. A straddle teaser. 7, 8, 9. And you've got too much. Try not to grip too much in the thighs. Pull it here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Lift the chest. Bring the heels in close to you. And bring the chest down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to come out of it and I'm going to go into it with assistance. And remember, you can have your hands in different positions. I offered up suggestions. And now open and hold 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's great. Lift your chest. This is an endurance exercise. How can you endure? If you can endure this, you can last throughout the day without getting tired by 3 o'clock. Now move your chest forward, flat back. Let go of what's going on in your mind. It's like, oh, that was hard. Let it go. As they say in yoga, this I'm stealing from my yoga teacher. We combine ease with difficulty. Or ease with effort, he usually says. Now, roll back. Take your legs out and extend the arms, but we're going to bring the legs across. I'm going to crisscross my arms overhead. This I've done before, but I usually have my arms forward. I'm reaching them over my head. That's the difference. I'm crisscrossing my knees and my elbows. I'm going to go for my elbows now. My arms are up in the ceiling. I'm angled back because if I sit directly on my sitting bones, I will tip over. This is balance work. This is balance. Balancing on my butt. 8, 7, arms up. Sorry, I lost my position. Let me start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Lift your chest. Slide your fingers forward. Bend your knees and bring your chest directly ahead, hinging forward from the hips. Don't do that round-shouldered thing. If not, and bend your knees and bring your chest forward. Now, if you're home, you don't have yoga blocks, and if you don't do yoga, you don't even know what I'm talking about. But a block, a towel, you can roll up a towel, or 2 towels, or a pillow, and you can get a better position if you're tight in your hamstrings or wherever else. Move the chest forward. And now come down and slide the hands back. Now move the fingertips back in line with your hips and press the palms down. Bend the left knee and the right. I want to stretch out the front body, so I'm going to do this upside down position. In yoga they call it altar pose. We're going to lift up in this position like a tabletop again and lift my chest up. This is to open up my front body, which I just worked a bit, right? Lift up a little higher. Now I'm going to bend my elbows backward halfway and then straighten out. Now I'm going to turn so you see what I'm doing with my arms. My feet are flat. My fingertips are right behind my butt. My elbows are drawing in and my shoulders are trying to come down. I'm going to lift up so my hips are nice and high in line with my knees. If I could do that, that would be great. Now bend your elbows backward and lift. Down, up, down, up, down, up. 7, 8, 9, and 10. I hope I did that right. I don't have a mirror or a reference point. I'm going to circle my wrists. Ready? But that'll be 45 minutes? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go a little bit more. Now, I'm getting my timekeeper here to help me. Now what I'd like you to do is to do it again. Going to lift your hips up. Now you can stay here, and that would be fine, or you can bend your elbows backward. I'm going to be counting for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower your hips down. Shake out the wrists. For sure you'll feel something. We'll just do 8 the next time. Fingertips down, hips up, bend your elbows backward 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slide your hips back, circle your wrists, little wrist rolls, and then the other way. Come onto your hands and knees again. And bring your forearms down onto the floor and shift side to side. Now, we'll start with the left leg. You're going to lift your left leg up, flex your foot, and you're going to lower your foot down. You can be down here on your forearms with your hands joined together, like a plank position, a low plank, or you can be up on your hands. Now, if your wrists are sensitive from what you just did, I'd suggest coming down here. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to level off my hips, kick my left leg as high as it'll go. I'm going to lift up and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A lot of ham and glute here. I'm pulling my abdominals in once again. 13, 14, 15. I'm in the air. I'm not touching my toe down. If you notice, I'm lifting up and coming halfway down because I'm looking for a little speed here. A continuous flow. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and knee down. Immediately, I'm going to tuck my right toes under. I'm going to lower my hip. I'm going to draw my tummy in, lift my leg as high as it'll go without arching my spine. Everything's stable and quiet in the midsection, and kick the leg. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Keep going. That's 20, 21, 22. My foot sharply flexed. My knee is straight. My hips are level. My right hip point is facing down. 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 10 more. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to walk my hands back and stand on my knees And we're going to bring my hands in the center of the chest, extend my arms out long in front of me, chest level. I'm going to move back in a straight line, and I'm going to hold for 8, 7. I'm going to feel my front thighs, but my core is working for sure. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Before, the hamstrings were working a lot. Now you're going to feel it in your front thighs. You're going to measure off that chest level again. Press the palms together. Extend the arms out straight. Move back in a straight line. Knees together and a little bit further back. But don't break at the shoulders or hips. You're like you're in a corset here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come up. Bring the knees and ankles and thighs together. Bend your elbows. Pull the ribs down and lean back in this shape. Now you're welcome to stay here. You're in a straight line like you're in a plank on a board. Lift your arms up by your ears. Lean back. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. A little bit further back. A little bit further. 3, 2, 1. Come down. I felt that in my legs, but I know my core was active. Roll the shoulders around. I'm going to face you. We're going to do a T-stand. I'm going to bring my shoulder, elbow, and wrist in one line. I want it right under my right shoulder. I'm facing you so it looks like I'm doing the opposite side. Just listen to the instruction. My right fingertips are down. My left leg extends out to the left. So my left heel is in line with the center of my right calf. This is called T like Thomas. Stand. If you have difficulty reaching the floor, you can hold on to your leg, or if you can reach for a pillow or a block or something, or a book to bounce. Then I'm going to press my pelvis forward a lot. My shoulders are lined up, my hips are lined up, and lift my left leg up. I'm going to keep my hand on the hip today and lift the left leg up and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, chest back, pelvis forward. I just did a correction. I did it without a mirror in front of me. I could feel I was not in the right shape. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left knee down. Lift up. Get that imaginary zipper. Left fingertips down, right leg out, left shoulder, elbow, and wrist, one line. Press the pelvis forward, right hand on right hip, right heel in line with the center of the opposite left calf. Lift up, don't cave. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm lifting my leg laterally in the air. 11, 12, 13. Press your pelvis forward, shoulders back. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. For time's sake, we're going to come back on our back. We're going to take a little mini stretch. Left ankle above right knee. Below right knee. Left ankle below right knee. Excuse me. Right foot up off the floor. And I'm going to make circles to the right as I'm positioned in this shape. Clockwise circles, and then pause, and then draw clockwise circles the other way. Pull your knees in. Lower the right sit bone. Hold this for a little while before we exchange legs. All right, lift both legs up. Left foot on the floor, right heel outside left thigh. So the right ankle's crossed over the left leg. My right knee moves away. I'm going to stay down here for a little bit. I'm going to nudge my right knee open. Lift the left foot and now circle counterclockwise around. Just as I'm shaped with the right ankle outside the left thigh or knee, and reverse around the other way. Going clockwise in this circle. Lift your legs up, and we'll do 30 lifts. 1, 2, 3. Nice and small and vertical. That's 20, 10 more. Now, either stay here with the legs up, that's perfectly fine, or shift the legs overhead. Don't turn your head when the legs go back over you. And hold on to your lower back and stay with the legs overhead. Hold on to your lower back. Even if your toes touch the floor, still hold on. Don't move your neck, don't move your head. Legs are overhead or the legs are straight up to the ceiling. Down, bend your knees, lower your tailbone down. Take your hands behind your thighs and rock forward and back, massaging the spine. And then come back. One more thing or two, and then we'll finish. It's getting late in the hour. Take a child's pose or extended prayer. I differentiate the two in my class. With the child's pose, my palms are facing up, my hands are right next to my feet, and my chest is down, my head is down. Or the arms extended in front, I call extended prayer. So you can have your knees together, or you can have your knees wide apart. It's a different feeling for each, and you decide which one works nicer for you. And then just relax into it, ease into the moment. We're going to do 3 locust positions for the sake of time. I'm going to press my belly forward, press my pubic bone down, extend my arms back behind me with my toenails pointed and my legs together. I'm going to press down with the back of my hands to lift my chest. I'm going to lift my hands and lift my legs and hold. Press your pubic bone forward and down, straighten your knees. You're probably doing a better job than me. I'm sure you are lifting higher than me. And lower. Rock the pelvis sideways. Center yourself, toes together, pubic bone presses forward and down, navel to spine. Slide the arms back, lift the upper body and the legs. Hold. And then lower down. This time you're going to bring your arms out in front, separate your legs a little bit, and you're going to swim up and down. I'm not going to do it with you. It's too hard to do that and talk and not hurt my back, so your arms and legs are moving that way. 15 seconds more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide your hands back. And then we'll stretch it out on our back and end the class. Okay, bend your knees into your chest and circle your knees to the right. Ankles, knees, and thighs are together for this one. And pause and then circle the knees, ankles, and thighs together to the left. Drawing circles on the ceiling with the knees. Now open up the knees apart and once again stir the knees apart. Knees go away from each other, forward and in. Legs are relaxed. Now pause. Now bring the knees into the chest and circle around the other way. Lift your legs up in the ceiling. Hold on behind your thighs. Let go of the effort. Feel an ease and flow. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Rock up. Bend your knees and reach forward. If you want to straighten your legs, you do it in your own way. And come down. Make sure the knees don't roll in. And come down and extend the arms out in front of you to the degree they want to do it. And just allow yourself to relax into this position. Stretching so many muscles now. We're not even going to mention them. Walk up and straddle your left foot. Bring your chest forward. Right sitting bone down and bring your chest down. Keep the right sitting bone down and hold. You're going to feel a stretch in many different areas. You can feel it behind the legs, maybe in the hips, maybe in the spine, maybe the shoulders, maybe somewhere else. There's a whole lot going on in this shape. Come up, straddle the right foot, lift your chest, pour over. Make sure the left sitting bone remains on the floor and you're twisting to the right. If it's too difficult, go back to bent knees. We need to bend our knees when we need to. We're not forcing a stretch. That's not good. We don't do that. We work through a fluid movement that's slightly challenging, but not painful. One more time forward and hug the floor if you can reach down, and open those inner hips and thighs and spine and back and shoulders and arms. Relax the abdomen. Come down as low as you want the body to go. And then bring your hands back. Bring the soles of the feet together. Hope you had a good experience. Once again, this is a Pilates mat by Professor P. I hope that you subscribe to my channel, that this was working well for you. My students, please do the exercises. You'll see they're a little more challenging than you thought. And bring your chest forward. Thank you so much. Have a peaceful, wonderful, healthy day. Okay, see you later. Bye.